Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 4th of June, 2022. This is just my weekly analysis video where we have a look at the Forex pairs. I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trade setups from my books. So we'll get into them. This video is my first one, I think, in Pattaya, Thailand. So it's a bit of a good to be back on a coastal town near a beach. Life's pretty good. So we'll get into this. So first up, what we normally do is have a look at the news for the week ahead. So I'll bring up the economic calendar, maybe. Free Forex factory economic calendar. So this is all in my local time. Doesn't change from Cambodia. Thailand's the same time zone. So this is all my local time. So mainly interested in high impact events, the ones in red. So Monday looks like it's a holiday in lots of countries. Not sure what that is, but we've got New Zealand, Australia, France, Switzerland, and Germany. So there's something happening on Monday, so it's going to be pretty quiet. But the big one, Tuesday morning, we've got Australian interest rates, and they're expecting a rate hike by about 0.4%. So that's an unusual number, unusual rise. So just be careful. You're trading the Aussie. That's on Tuesday morning. Then nothing on Wednesday. Thursday, we got the European interest rate, so they call it their main refinancing rate. Not sure where it's at the moment. I think it's below zero, so that's why they just got zero there. So just be careful around trading any of the euro pairs. That's on Thursday, and what else we got? Then Friday, because we didn't have it last Friday, Canadian employment numbers. Normally they go with the US, but the US and Canada sometimes go different days when early in the month, if the Friday's really early in the month. So this Canada's waited for the second Friday, so they got their employment numbers, and the US CPI numbers also out on Friday, and that's about it for the weekend. So a couple of big ones there: Australian interest rates, European interest rates, Canadian employment numbers, and US CPI numbers. So just be careful. Now, like all my videos, like I tell everyone, thanks for watching. I know they're not the most exciting videos. I get it. I know that. They're not Hollywood productions. They're not edited professionally or anything like that. But if you do like them, I'm just trying to get a message across. So if you do like them, just hit the like button or hit the subscribe button. That would be greatly appreciated. Now, you're going to see this Word document here. You can just pause the video and have a read of that, or take a screenshot. It just explains what the different settings are for the indicators on the charts, which I normally go through anyway, and what the different colors represent, the trend lines. So you can have a read of that. Also, you'll see down the bottom here that there's an indicator, MACD Platinum, which is a zero lag MACD. Generally, I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero. It's an oscillator, so it oscillates around the zero level, but you'll see that on the charts when we're looking at it. So that's just a Word document that explains everything. If you've been with me for a while, you'll know all my trades are called at the time. So when the signal presents, which I will say on Monday, there is no new trade signals at all. So there is no new trade signals for Monday morning on my watch list. But what happens if there is a trade signal? I call it at the time or within an hour or so. We're trading on the daily time frame, so it's no big deal. And I'll take a screenshot of the setup and post that screenshot to the groups. So I'll post it to the JAGfx Facebook group, the Telegram channels, and also Matt from Family Man's Trading's Discord channel. So I copy them, post them there. The screenshots go in a shared folder. Everyone's got access to if you wish. So it's all very transparent and all at the time, not after the fact. So let's get onto the charts anyway. Geez, remember shocker here, where are they? There. All right, I use TradingView for my analysis. This is my watch list on the right. It's all in alphabetical order. That's just a small sample of pairs I just follow, just to make it easy for me. This is not a trade signal service. This is just to show you that the system works and trade examples using the system. So let's start here. If it's highlighted in dark blue like the Oz Swiss is, it means I've taken the trade and taken no action as yet. If it's highlighted in light blue, it means there's a trade on and I've taken some action already. If there's no highlight, it means there's no trade on. If it's highlighted in orange, like the gold is, it means it's just something I want to talk about in the video. It just reminds me. So we'll go through them. I'll just run through them. Generally, my charts will have you'll see these written notes. They're on all trades. I'll have the pair, the date the trade was taken, what the signal was, and my thoughts and reasoning behind the signal, right? So you can pause the video, read that if you wish. Stop loss is the red dotted line. I normally put some writing like suggested stop loss close to it. Buys are in blue. So any green trend lines represent bullish divergence. So for example here, this is the Oz Swiss. We're in a buy trade from here. So we're in a buy trade from the open on the 31st of May. You can see that all the information there. Initially had hidden bullish divergence to get this signal here, which failed. Then we had followed by regular bullish divergence. So here's the oscillator, the MACD platinum's below the zero level. The zero level is that grey dotted line there. So looking to buy, took the buy, stop loss is below the low here, going nowhere at the moment. MACD platinum's getting close to the zero level. I'll give it one more day, then I'll probably start looking at bringing my stop up, closing half or something like that. So that's Oz Swiss, we're in a buy, it's going in the right direction. Oz Yen, we're in a buy also. Again, read my notes. And if I do any trade management, which I call in the groups also, same thing, I'll normally make a note of it on the chart also. So 2nd of June, closed half, stop moved up. So 2nd of June, let's go and have a look at the 2nd of June, which was, so on the open of that candle there, so I closed half, we're at the previous highs, basically. So I closed half, MACD platinum through the zero level, brought my stop up, can't lose on this trade. Even if I get stopped out for a loss on the second half, the first half would have been, it's going to be just a small overall profit or slightly worst case scenario, be break even, but it'll be a small overall profit. So there's the Oz Yen. It's just a partial close. I just scale out of trades. We're getting close to this previous high up here, so you just be careful there. If it pushes through that, then all good. Aussie USD. All right, the green dashed lines are big numbers. So this is the 75-cent level here, and this is the 70-cent level. They're big numbers in the Aussie USD. If you go back in history, you'll see prices hit them a few times and bounced off them. Even here, it broke through, had one bounce, went up, broke through, but only stayed through for a few days before going up. So in the meantime, I've taken a buy in here. I had a couple of failed attempts at this buy. You see the hidden bullish divergence there, then regular bearish divergence, bullish divergence there. So now I've taken a buy. 26th of May, I moved my stop up. 1st of June, closed half. 2nd of June, moved the stop up even higher. So we can't lose on this buy trade. In the meantime, I'm drawing these trend lines in, and these are the potential of hidden bearish divergence forming. Now I just keep on adjusting these lines every day. It might get to the stage where it goes like that, no longer valid, no longer divergence. I just remove them from the charts. But it's just gives you an idea of what's coming. It gives you, it's preparation. That's all it is. So we're in a buy, can't lose, going well. CAD Swiss. Right, we're in a couple of trades on this one. So generally the information on the right refers to the most recent trade, which is the buy. So here's the buy, here's the stop. No action taken on that as yet. The sell was here. 24th of May, I closed half. So let's have a look at 24th of May. So on the open of this candle here, nope, that's the 23rd, this one. 24th, price had got down to the moving averages, so I closed half on the sell, dragged my stop right down. So I can't lose on the sell either. I've taken a buy here, and it's heading up, and it looks like it's heading towards my stop. This is slightly high risk trade, this buy, because we've got sort of lower lows. See, price has gone up, come down, gone up, come right down, passed through this low, even sort of to this sort of level here. So it sort of found support there, and now it's bounced back up. So I can't lose on the sell. Hopefully the buy will push through, take out that stop, and just keep on going, take out this high here. But so we're looking okay on the CAD Swiss. What have we got? Euro Swiss, we're in a sell. 26th of May, closed half and stop move. So 26, let's have a look at 26. So that's on the open here. Yeah, it's just stalling a bit in here. I closed half, brought the stop in. It was going nowhere. So in the meantime, these grey lines, the most recent one generally means a warning signal. So for me, it's a green dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level. So it puts me in buy mode. So now looking for a buy. The market's pretty flat sideways. This pair can sometimes be a bit of a dog. just does nothing for a long time. When it does move, you catch little trends generally, not huge ones. So we're setting up for potential hidden bullish, get that right, yeah, hidden bullish divergence there. So we've got lower lows on the oscillator and higher lows on the price. So we're just waiting to see. Euro Swiss, we can't lose on. Euro pound, no trade on. Euro USD, now we've got a few trades on here. We've got a sell from back here, we're still in. Stop and another sell here. So that's the 14th of Feb and whatever date that is, 4th of April. So you'll see that's the 4th of April. That's the 14th of Feb, yeah. So the stop for both of those sells is this same dotted line, which is there. So there's the sell entry there. There's the other one there. The trend is going down. That's why I want to give the sells as much room to breathe as possible. Generally, I trail the stop in between the two MAs, the 50, which is this bottom one, and the 100. So I trail in between there. In the meantime, I took a buy here on the Wednesday, the 18th of May. Where's that one there? Yep. Went against me the very first day, but then started to come good. And what have I done? 26th of May, I've closed half, moved my stop up. So let's have a look at 26th of May. Yeah, so they only open here. It was all price had gone up to the moving averages. MACD Platinum's definitely through the zero level, so time to just take some action, tighten up the buy, put myself in no lose position in the buy. It doesn't matter which way it goes now. Overall, I can't lose on the buy, and obviously the two sells, I'm locking in profit. So it's looking good on the Euro USD. Pound CAD. All right, last trade was this sell here, based on the hidden bearish divergence. So it's good. I like, as you all know, hidden divergence. I love it. And with the MACD Platinum, it presents a lot of divergences. So I was worried about this previous low here. It's broken through on Friday nicely, which is good. You can sort of relax a bit. MACD Platinum heading towards zero level, so I'll give it a couple of days. Here we go. If it keeps on dropping down, great. Then I'll look at, and the MACD Platinum goes through the zero level, I'll look at closing half, bring the stop right down. But we're looking okay at the moment for that sell. Pound yen, two trades. We're in a sell signal from here. So when it got down to the moving averages, close half, bring my stop down. It's come back down again. Now my stop's just under the entry level. I'm not going to worry about moving it. In the meantime, taking a buy, which is the 17th of May. It started off nicely, but then had a couple of days where it didn't go nicely. Then it's taken a while, but it's eventually cranked up. And 2nd of June closed half and stop moved up. So here's the first, there's the second. So on the open there, MACD Platinum through the zero level, close half, bring my stop up here. Can't lose on the buy overall and can't lose on the sell. So we're in a good position there. I'm just trying to think if there's any. So how far it goes, who knows, but can't lose. New Zealand CAD in a sell. It's eventually going my way now after this is only a recent one on Wednesday. Thursday went against me. Friday came back in my favour. So we're looking good. Don't know why my buy's there. That should be gone. Hang on, delete that. No buy. We just got to sell on. That's right. Yeah, 50 buy. You buy. Yep. So what happens was the 5th of May in here. I took a 5th of May. Took a buy. It was stopped out for a loss. It remained a valid buy signal. So I drew the trend line across the highs here. Then when it broke this trend line here on this grey vertical line, I took a buy in there, and it's been closed out for profit. So no dramas there, so it's all good. And now we're in a sell. New Zealand yen, New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, another buy that's going all right. I closed half of it. I'm just trying to think. 1st of June, so let's have a look at the 1st of June, 31st. So there. Basically the MACD Platinum's through the zero level. And we've got some good profit on the table. We're up near these previous highs. Close half, drag the stop right up nice and tight there. So can't lose on the New Zealand yen. Now gold, XAU USD, it's highlighted because there's a reason. I actually got out of the trade. So I took a buy here. The reason I just left it all in the chart to show you guys in the video. So I took a buy on the 20th of May. So it's in here, on here. Went up a little bit, pulled back, and in the meantime, been drawing this potential bearish divergence setting up, and there's a red dot on the MACD platinum above the zero level, so it puts me in sell mode. So that was on this candle here. So I decided to close it on the 1st of June. So it's on the open of that candle there, just close it, took a small loss. That's naturally, as Murphy's Law would have it, it's gone up the next couple of days, but Friday it's starting to come back down again. I was just playing it safe. I'm not a huge gold trader. I'm not really sure how it moves that off, so I'm just playing it safe there. Also, another reason I'll show you in a second, but these lines here, that's a $2,000 level, and that's the $1,800 level. They're just two big numbers on gold. And like I said, there's potential divergence forming there, hidden bearish divergence. I'll just adjust it a little bit to show you. So you just adjust it every day until it's either no longer valid or a trade signal presents and you're ready to go. So the reason I closed that, because I've got silver here too. I don't know why I've got them both. And they basically, silver and gold move together. So same deal. It's the same sort of pattern, same trade setup. I stayed in the buy on silver. I just closed out my gold, so I reduced my risk, my overall risk. So I'm still in the buy on silver. It was the same scenario though as gold. I just decided to stay in this one and get out of the other one. So we're still in the buy. It's not looking that strong. I got in here. It's gone basically sideways for a couple of weeks. It's starting to pop up Wednesday, then Thursday, but Friday came back down again. So who knows? So that's it for all my charts. Now these three, the US dollar, US 500, and Bitcoin, are just to give you an idea how the market's moving. I just draw up the signals as I see them. I don't actually trade these. Well, I do actually trade the US dollar, but it's on a different account. So here we go. We've got a last signal's a buy signal on Wednesday. So it's a similar, it moves the same. It's nothing changes. Could be any chart, but this is the US dollar. So we're just getting an idea of how the US dollar is going compared to everything else. US 500, which is the stock market, US stock market, broke this low here. It's come back up to these low and sort of hovering around here still. So it's not, I don't know, it's tough on the moving averages. It's been a long time since they've pointed down. Now they're starting to spread to the downside. Now what happens in the next couple of weeks will sort of determine if it's if this rolls over down again, you could probably safely say that we're in a decent bear market or at least a very good pullback. But eventually, like the stock market, it eventually always seems to go back up again. So it's just a matter of getting your timing right, I guess, if you want to get back into it. Because it generally has a bullish bias, because it's made, the US 500 is obviously made up of 500 companies. And if those companies underperform, they just get thrown out and replaced with a company that is performing. So, it's a, I guess you could say it's a manipulated basket of, not really a stock trader. So, and the other one's Bitcoin. These numbers, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, sort of staggered down. It's hugging this 30,000. Last signal is a sell there. That's just a couple of days ago. So that's it for the watch list, guys. This is just a pretty quick video because there's not much happening. As I said, there's no new trades on Monday. Where's that Word document? I'll find it in a minute. There it is. But just keep in mind, like I said, everyone's more than welcome to join any of the JAGfx groups, the Facebook group. I think there's 7,800 members. There's the Telegram channels, and Matt from Family Man Trading's Discord channel. So you're more than welcome to join any of those groups where I post everything, answer questions, etc. I'm easily contactable. You can get me on Twitter even if you want. I'm not a huge Twitter fan, but I answer tweets on there or questions on there. Email, no problems. Any of the channels. All right, so it's 5:20 p.m. Might go and have a cold beer somewhere at one of the many thousands of bars in this town. It's unbelievable how many bars are here. Unbelievable. So enjoy the weekend all. Stay safe wherever you are. And I'll chat with you guys and girls sometime during the week. Have a good one. Cheers.